Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema. Sit down and excuse me while I try to compose myself. As you can see, I'm fresh out the theater here at AMC Garden State Plaza. I got some gear on. You might be able to tell what I'm getting ready to talk about. I'm going to try to keep it brief. I don't know how easy it's going to be to talk about this movie, but why don't you pull up a chair, man, take a seat. I'm getting ready to dive in fresh out the theater and completely spoiler-free into Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Wow, man. I don't even know if I have words that can accurately describe what I just went through in that theater. I did the Black Panther double feature. Saw Black Panther at noon. And we got a 10-minute gap in between the movies, and then I got Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I would tell anybody that was the way to do it. Because this movie is, I've been saying it for a long time that I think this movie would be cathartic for fans. I'm sure for the cast and crew. Anyone who loved Chadwick Boseman, whether it was personally or through what he did, as a human and as an actor, if he had an impact on your life, this movie is gonna be a cathartic way to say goodbye. And you feel him coursing through the whole movie in different ways, and you can see all the different pain and feelings that are going on through all the different actors at different points in this movie. And that everything they're feeling is real. And how they choose to handle T'Challa's story, I thought, was wonderfully executed. And that guy, man, is looking down. Very proud of what Ryan Coogler and this team did. Now, that being said, I had a very, very emotional experience with this movie, not because of Chadwick Boseman's passing, but because of my sisters. Obviously Shuri is front and center, Letitia Wright, and, that's a sibling story. And the pain that you feel when you lose a sibling, especially young, before they're supposed to, when you don't know that it's coming, you feel a lot of things. And, man, I was so connected to Shuri through the whole movie, and the things that she's going through, things she thinks about, the things she says, the things she experiences, I can say up on so many levels, and there are story points that really hit close to home, especially right now. And I think the movie does a really, really wonderful job of exploring grief and processing grief and how you move forward. And it really has some really wonderfully beautiful moments. But it in ways it was a movie I was expecting, and a lot of ways it was a movie I was not expecting. I didn't think that the movie was gonna hit so close to home. So for me, it was cathartic in a lot of different ways. And we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my sister's death. It's next Friday, so literally 7 days from now. And it's just a lot of things that were going on in that movie that you need to feel. I thank Ryan Coogler from the bottom of my heart, Jesus Christ, for creating a film like this, not just for fans of Chad to watch or people that were close to him, but anybody who is suffering through grief and extreme grief and especially sudden grief. And the way this movie explores those things is expertly done. I mean, Ryan Coogler is a master at his craft. And not only does he handle the grief stuff really, really well, he handles Talokan really, really well. The introduction of Namor and Talokan and the Talokan people is wonderful. The history that he builds is really rich. The visual underwater world that exists is absolutely wonderful. And then you mirror it so well with Wakanda and the things that are going on there. and how Coogler just handles both sides of that coin throughout the whole movie, I really, really think work to levels that, like, it just allows the movie to mirror itself in so many different ways from both perspectives that you're dealing with throughout the course of the movie. And I mean, I'm telling you, this is a movie that's going to do things that maybe you thought it would do. You know, there were some things I thought it might do that it did. This movie is going to do a lot of things that you do not expect it to do. And the places that it goes and the conversations that it's having, I'm very intrigued and excited to talk about it in more depth. As far as the cast goes, like, man, Angela Bassett, Queen Ramonda, woman is a queen. She's a legend. The way she handles herself in this movie, again, is something I can, feel very close to. Letitia Wright, absolute perfection, man. I was so impressed with what she does, and like I said, the things that she's handling and going throughout the course of the movie, are things that just really hit home for me, and were things that I could sync up on, and you can tell that the what she's putting in, and what we're getting is 100% authentic and so true to form, to things that I'm sure she was experiencing in real life, and that goes for everybody that's in this cast. And this is not a small cast by any stretch of the imagination. And I just want to make sure I get the full cast list up. But yeah, I mean, what you get from Letitia Wright is phenomenal. Tenoch Huerta, dude, I'm telling you, man, my Mexican brothers and sisters, y'all are about to have a lot of fun with this character. I can't wait to see where the MCU will take Namor. But man, did Tenoch Huerta absolutely knock this thing out of the ballpark. He is, like, it's one of those things when you're an anti-hero, and we just got an anti-hero origin movie. God, does Coogler handle this so expertly, man. Like, the way you handle an anti-hero, this is the way to handle the anti-hero, and do it in ways that I didn't expect, but still pull off the things that you need to. And what Huerta brings, man, I mean, he's so good throughout the whole movie, and he's scary. And he's scary for not just because of what he can do, but what his motivations are. That stuff's real, man. And like, you feel where he's coming from, and Huerta really does a wonderful job. And the Mexican representation culturally throughout the movie is wonderful. Speaking of the cultural representation, that brings me to Ludwig Göransson always. Was astounded with what he did with Wakanda Forever. What he does here, very, very similar, man. I mean, it's just wonderful the way he's able to blend in Mexican and Hispanic vibes into the Talokan stuff, bringing that Wakanda stuff that he's going to bring. Score drives this whole movie, takes you to places that you're supposed to go to throughout the whole course of the thing. And when you get into the rest of the cast, I mean, Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia is wonderful. What they do with her character, I really enjoyed quite a bit. When you get to M'Baku, my dude, Winston Duke, he's phenomenal. Slightly bigger role than he had in the first movie. Really appreciate everything that he's bringing as a character and what he's providing inside of the story. And I just love the fact that no matter what Winston Duke does, he finds ways to bring smiles to your face. And you need some of those throughout the course of this one. Martin Freeman, Everett Ross back. Loved him, loved how he's used, loved how he's connected into the movie, and what that sets up outside of Wakanda. I thought that stuff was really awesome. Florence Kasumba, who plays Ayo, I dig her every time she pops up. She's subtle. She can sneak right by you if you're not paying attention, but I always love what she is bringing. Michaela Cole, who plays Aneka. Really awesome stuff from her. I like how she's utilized. There's moments that she pops up and I'm just here for all of those always. And then of course, Danai Gurira, Okoye. That is one badass bitch, man. That's all you can. It's the only way you can say it. She is so good. I love Danai Gurira. Emotions are really high for that character, not just because of the loss of T'Challa, but just because of all the things that are going on in this movie. Things that are going on with her are really, really at a peak, tense, moments throughout the course of the whole thing. Like, you're feeling what Okoye is going through, and what Danai Gurira does with the character is just absolutely wonderful. And yeah, I mean, anybody that pops up in here, the additional cast for Talokan, you get Namora, you get Atuma. The things that we see from the Talokan people, really cool technology, the way they fight, the action sequences in this movie are baller, dude. And if I had a critique, like I said in another video y'all will see, but like if I had a critique on the original Black Panther after watching it tonight, is that third act. I just wish it didn't end up where it ends up, and you get kind of this CGI fight with Killmonger and T'Challa down in a dark place rather than being up in the light. And this finale is wild. It is wild. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but like it did all the things and then things I wasn't even expecting it to do in ways where I was just like, yo. And how they handled the Black Panther stuff and the action for Shuri's Black Panther, it is really freaking dope. I love how she moves. I love how they utilize her. And like I said, I like how they utilize that action throughout the course of the movie for the character. This thing is like an absolute slam dunk across the board, man. Like, it is emotionally driven. It was everything that I was hoping for. So let's get the C-Maniacs up. I think y'all are gonna know where I'm going. But yeah, I mean, what Ryan Coogler did, knowing he had to pivot after the passing of Chadwick Boseman, how he opts to pivot and handle that story, and then handle the story that is handed to Wakanda in this movie, it's perfection for me, start to finish, man. It's a much stronger, I think, third act than his last outing. He's a guy who improves every time he steps out, and like, this guy just needs to be doing all the things. He handles this stuff with such elegance and beauty. And there's like crazy things going on in this movie. The cast is phenomenal. Letitia Wright is gonna make her brother proud, man. You know, I think Chadwick Boseman's gonna look at this and be like, mission accomplished. What you get from everybody involved here is wonderful. Ludwig Göransson's score kicks and rips your heart out. And I like the fact that Coogler found a balance throughout the whole movie emotionally, because it's ups and downs the whole way, but the way he handles all of it and where it brings you, it's just absolute perfection. 5 out of 5 C-Maniacs from the C-Man. You knew we were going there, man. If this was going to do even a fraction of what I thought it was going to do, and it did that and then some, oh man, this thing is so damn good. I'm fresh out the theater. I am emotionally pretty drained. I'm going to go get emotionally drained again tonight. I got 2 more showings tomorrow. I am glad I have 4 showings in 2 days. I am here for this. This is a movie that I needed. And it is an experience that I needed, and I can't wait to go through it again, take people I know through it. This is a fun one and an important one for me. And Ryan Coogler, you crushed it, sir. This movie is just everything you could want. So, the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, that's all the C-Man's got, man. I love me some Wakanda Forever. Now I want to know what you guys are thinking. Did you have a back-to-back, double feature screening with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, where you're from? Did you partake? What was that experience like for you? If you just did Wakanda Forever, how'd that movie hit? Where were you emotionally throughout the course of the movie? Did you like the things that it did from an emotional standpoint and how it handles grief? Did you like how it handled Wakanda and Talokan? Did you like the new characters, people that are introduced? I completely skipped Dominique Thorne, who plays Riri Williams. Holy shit, that stuff was awesome. This movie, like I said, has a lot of emotional pulls, but excitement, cheer, get like Dominique Thorne, all of them. She's got so many of them, and they're all wonderful. So let me know what was working for you guys. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm pretty sure that was a car backfiring. If you haven't seen the movie, how excited are you to see the movie? Have I gotten you more excited? Where are you coming from for this movie? And that's it, man. Whatever you got, good, bad, indifferent on Wakanda Forever, put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you do, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions, you want to be here for a full non-spoiler review, spoiler discussions, more conversations around this movie. This movie is important in a lot of ways, and I can't wait to talk about those ways with you in more detail. You want to be here for that stuff. You want to show a little love and support to the old C-Man. We're trying to get to 3,000 before the end of the year. We're under 100, almost there. We're almost under 80. So you want to help with that. You want to show a little love and support. Well, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. It's super easy. Just jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, fresh out the theater after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, get ready for an emotional ride. This was one that I definitely needed, one that I connected with. Can't wait to hear what you guys are doing. And until next time, for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace!
Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.